They've taxed the farmers on purpose so we get less food and products. Farmers produce 90% of the food we eat. Whether that be in vegetables, food, meat, eggs, milk. Anything else we eat besides from that is not real food, it's artificial food. Like when you buy something from Iceland, like a box of chicken nuggets or fish fingers, it says like 60% of meat and sometimes it's less. So what else is in there? They're trying to control the population of this world because if no one's realised, there's not enough resources for the amount of numbers. And don't forget, these kids are having kids. There's 12-year-old kids that have had a baby. That's a new resource to feed. But it is kind of ridiculous because obviously the human race wants to survive. We all want to survive. No one wants to die. But we're getting to the point now that we're using that many resources and having that many kids. None of us are going to end up surviving. And all the people around the whole world that run every country are basically sat there at a table like, how do we get these numbers down? Because we can't control this anymore. We have to do something. It's getting out of control. And every country in this world is in debt to somebody, but who does that debt belong to?
Who does this debt?
So that should make you question everything in this world. Who does this debt belong to? We're all screwed. There's not enough resources in this world for everybody anymore. Which is sad because obviously we want a family, but it's like, can we afford to repopulate the earth any more than we already have? The government will find a new way to take us out on every rich person because they're the only ones that want to survive. So I don't know what to say to anybody because I really do not think in the next 100 years that any poor person's going to be alive. The only people that are going to be alive is the rich. And obviously, you know the film 2012 where they said it had to cost them like nearly $1 billion US just to get on that thing to survive. It might not happen that way in the future, but that's what our future will look like. And if you've not watched the film Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, in the future you can't swear, or you get a fine, and you're only allowed 3 strikes, by the way, otherwise you can be arrested, and if you get arrested and sentenced, it's death, right? Just to point that out. You know, you're only allowed a certain amount of food. In that film, all the rich people are on the surface, the poor people are underneath, the ones that they didn't capture and didn't kill, and all the prisoners are frozen. That's what's going to happen in the future. In the next 50 to 100 years, the population is going to go down drastically, not with the rich, with the poor. And that goes for every single poor person in this world. We are absolutely screwed. Obviously, all this comment that everyone's talking about might have aliens on. Hopefully they come down with like a way to help us survive, a way to better the earth. Maybe they even come around with resources. It could be another double planet like us. Apparently there is one. It's called the Blue Planet. So we have no clue. Hopefully in the future we can sort out and change what's going to happen, because right now it's just murder on murder and we're all getting too used to it. Like open Facebook like, oh yeah, there's another one. We shouldn't be like that. Hopefully one day we can all be the same. Live the way God wanted us to. If people learn to share more, instead of being greedy like God wanted us to, we'll have more food and more resources. Like when Jesus was alive, apparently it was a favour for a favour. If you were hungry, but then you needed help on your farm, or someone else needed help on their farm, you go work on their farm for a week, they'll feed you for a week. That's the way life was supposed to go, but now it's all mine, keep it for myself, don't share it, don't help anyone. We shouldn't be like that. Well, the poor people are the only people helping the poor. We set up free websites to help mothers with babies, like help them give free nappies and stuff when they can't afford them. We've got people giving out free washing machines, helping people redecorate their houses for free. That's why me and my husband both agree with that guy that picks stuff off the shelves and then puts it in the charity bin for the homeless people, because why aren't the shops giving food to people like just about a week before something that goes to expire? Instead of putting it in the bin, give it to charity. But these $1 million companies like Asda, Tesco's, Co-op, do you see any of them giving to charity? No, they expect us to buy them items, even though we're poor ourselves, put it in a charity box, and then we hope it goes to where it's supposed to go. And it's £1 billion. I said million, I meant to say billion. I don't know what to say. The human race is screwed. I think that's all I'm going to say on the matter. If you want to put an input, you can put an input in the comments. I'm not racist, I'm a full-on Catholic. I believe that everyone should care for one another and love each other, no matter what race you are, what background you've got, or who you are. As long as you're a good person, obviously meaning not a murderer or a child, anyone that doesn't do stuff like that, I'm fine with you, because that's the way God wanted us to be. But it's just the human race, like right now, does not look like it's going the way the Bible and God wanted us to live. It's going downhill fast. And that's it. So God peace to you all. And that's Banner saying hi to everyone. But, you know, obviously I hope all the good blessings on everyone, and I hope you can make it through this hard time, because it's going to get worse. You can see it on TikTok, Facebook, Google, how screwed we all are. Look at the film 2012 where the rich live. Look at Terminator. We have robots that are attacking people, because there's been complaints about Elon Musk's robot attacking people. So Terminator's not too far along. It's all out there for you to watch. All you've got to do is take note. These films are not just films. They're guidelines on how to survive in the future. Because we're all becoming obsolete. Robots have already replaced thousands of people's jobs with Amazon, with other warehouses. Amazon staff got fired straight away on the same day. We all seen that. It all went all over Facebook and Google, everything. Every single person and animal that breathes on this planet is using resources, and that's why that what is happening basically has to happen for the world to survive. But it's just not happening to the rich, it's happening to us. Because we're having more kids, we can't afford to feed them kids, or that's the way they see it. It's their fault we can't feed our kids, because they're putting too much money on tax, but they're doing that on purpose to stop us having kids. I'm hopeful for the future, but I don't think it's going to be any good. But at least the poor people are looking after poor people. But the rich need to start looking after people too, instead of being greedy. It's not the way God wanted it. Blessings with everyone. Greed is one of the biggest sins in this world. Don't forget that.